How's the volume, everybody? All right, good. I did not see anything in SPLK, whoever asked that. Okay, so here is the risk analysis tab on what we normally use in live vol here for this setup in Workday. All right, so let me take a snapshot of this because we're going to recreate this in Thinkorswim. And again, like I said earlier, you guys are going to have to just be patient with me because I'm probably going to stumble and bumble and fumble through it a little bit. So it's going to be good learning opportunity for all of us, me included. Okay, let me grab this over here. And I want to make sure that we use the exact same inputs. Okay, that being the March 1st, so tomorrow's options, the 215 strike, March, and I'm typing off to the side here, 215 implied vol down at 75, which you can see I did right here. Yep, Rob, I'm recording. And then the March 8th, next week's options down at a 40 vol. March 8th, 215 implied vol at 40. Okay, we obviously have to have the same exact inputs to hopefully come up with the same answer. Okay, so let me bring in Workday now. What I was instructed to do, now I don't know that this is the easiest, the best, the most efficient, the fastest, but this is what I was instructed to do, okay, is first populate the position you want. So I'm going to go in here and just recreate the 215 calendar, which everybody can see is down here right now. Okay, everybody see that? Okay. Right click, which I just did, on the order entry, anywhere in here. Right click on the order entry and go to Analyze Trade. Okay, so now I've got basically the risk profile like we would have in live vol, but no adjustments yet. Okay, everybody with me? I want a baby step walk through this. Okay, now down here, I believe it's this one here. Click on the gear. Yep. So you see this all the way down here? The little wheel down here, the gear. Everybody see that? Down towards the bottom right hand. You may have to scroll down on your screen. But down all the way down in the bottom right hand corner, there's this gear. Click on that, and this little box next to it popped up that says more parameters. See that? Does everybody see that where I'm hovering my mouse down at the bottom right hand corner? Okay, so now I'm going to click on more parameters and look what popped up. And let me scroll down on my screen so you might be able to see better. Though you may have to scroll down on yours a little bit. Okay, see this down here? All the way down at the bottom. Excuse me. Do you see that down here? Want to make sure everybody sees this. Okay, what popped up here when I hit more parameters was this vol adjustment area. Okay, cool. Now, the vol adjustment right here, if you just use the vol adjustment overall next to where it says stock price here, that's going to adjust every option the same. We don't want that. We want to adjust the options individually because we know that each option is going to change differently, right? Every option is not going to just change by 15 points or 20 points. Depending on what expiration we're looking at, we know they're going to change differently. Okay? So everybody with me? Again, I'm going to keep asking that because I don't want to lose anybody along the line here. Okay, great. Now, what was confusing to me at first, and I had to ask the question to the Thinkorswim people a few times, and I'm going to take the Thinkorswim platform off for a second here and go back to live vol, okay? In this instance of the March 8th 215 call that I have up on the board here, you can see it closed today, IV, of 63.43, right? I am overriding the system to put in my vol assumption of where I believe it's going to go, which is just 40%. Okay, do you guys see that? Okay, this is important because when we go back to the Thinkorswim platform now, when we make the vol adjustment, let me pull that back in here. And I have to get my more parameters up here again. Okay, when we make this vol adjustment, it actually shows a percentage adjustment here. Does everybody see that? The plus or minus vol adjustment for each option. Right now it's showing 0%, but it shows it in a percent. It's not, don't think of it as a percent move of the implied vol. Think of it as a whole number move. Okay, so for instance, we adjusted here, we adjusted down roughly 23 points of vol, right? 63 down to 40. 23.43 to be exact, but rounding off, we adjusted this down 23 points, right? Okay, that is the adjustment that we want to make in the Thinkorswim platform. Again, not as a how much of a percentage move we're making, but we want to adjust down in the March 8th options 23% or 23 points. Okay, so I'm just going to put in here minus 23. So I'm really adjusting down as a whole number as opposed to a percentage of the current implied volatility. I know it may sound like semantics and it may be a little confusing at first, but what I'm really doing is just adjusting down 23 points, not 23%. Richard, down at the bottom here, if you click on that more parameters, okay, click on your more parameters down there, and a box pops up with the two options from the trade. the March 1st, and the March 8th. Do you have your screen up? Okay. Does everybody else see when you click more parameters, you get each individual option popping up here? Does everybody see that? Okay, right here. Yes, I haven't inputted, I haven't entered it in yet. All I did was I put minus 23%. I haven't clicked enter yet to change the values of the options. Okay, now I just did. Okay, now I also have to go in and change whatever we want our short options to change by. Yeah, I see that, guys. I see what you're saying. I don't think that is showing either on the screen share for some reason. I don't know why. But if you do it on your platform as I'm doing it, you should see it. I don't know why it's not showing up on the screen share. I really don't.